the solubility of liquids in water. Again, we have taken a glass with water. Then you have taken a spoon of vinegar and mixed it in the water. And one more glass of water, add some lemon juice. See that? Add some mustard oil, coconut oil, kerosene. Do you think all these things dissolve in water? Are they soluble in water? Right? So generally, more technically, we use the term miscibility, whether they are miscible with the water or not. If you add vinegar to a glass of water, you will find that the vinegar dissolves so quickly in the water. You cannot see vinegar separately in the water. It disappears. That means it dissolves in the water. Whereas if you see the lemon juice, even if you add lemon juice, it dissolves in the water. You can't see it separately. It gets mixed up with the water. Right? So here you can say that lemon juice is soluble in water. Vinegar is soluble in water. And take mustard oil, a spoon of mustard oil, and put it in the water and see. Will it dissolve in the water? No. Oils do not dissolve in water because their densities are different. If you put some oil in water, what happens? The oil, it floats on the water. The density of the oil is less compared to water, so it floats on the surface of the water. You can't mix them, you try, but you can't mix them. It again comes back and floats on the surface. And even the same it goes with the coconut oil, because I already told you all oils are same. So mustard oil as like that coconut oil. The coconut oil also does not dissolve in the water. It also floats. And kerosene, even kerosene and petrol also do not dissolve in the water. Those are also the products of oil, crude oil. Kerosene is obtained from crude oil. Right? So all liquids do not dissolve in water. So here is the property of, we are studying the property of some liquid materials like vinegar, lemon juice, mustard oil, coconut oil and kerosene. Then how about some gases? Gases. For gases also you can check the solubility, whether they dissolve in water or not. All gases do not dissolve in water except a few, except some gases. What are they? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. So we might be enjoying the soft drinks or the carbonated sweetener drinks, colas and Pepsis, which are nothing but there is the carbonated sweet water, sugar water, carbonated, carbon dioxide is dissolved in that. And generally in the nature, there are so many water bodies in which so many organisms, fishes and other creatures are living. The water, it contains oxygen. We are breathing the oxygen in the atmosphere. We are able to make our living. But the organisms or animals living in the water, they need oxygen and they obtain the oxygen from the water in which they are living. So, this statement tells us that the water, it has got oxygen. Otherwise, they wouldn't have lived in that. The animals are living in the water because the water has got oxygen, is dissolved in it. So, oxygen, carbon dioxide, such gases are dissolved in the water. So solubility is the another property which we can check whether it is soluble or insoluble, whether the object is hard or soft, how the appearance is, whether the object is having luster or not, whether the object is having the property of malleability or ductility. So likewise, all these are the properties of materials which we can explore by physical observation and by experimentation. So now we are going to discuss about two more properties, floating or sinking transparency. So these things are also the two properties of materials that help us in making certain objects or things for different purposes. Float or sink, how does this help? You wanted to make a submarine. Submarine, you know what is a submarine? So do you want it to be floating on the water or going down into the water? For sure it should go down into the water. It should be submerged. So it's called submarine. So you should take the material which makes the submarine to sink down. Heavy metal is used. You wanted to make some object which should be floating on the water. You want to build a boat. So with what you will make the boat? With wood. So by that it floats on the water. So certain materials, they float on the water. You see the very light things, the dried leaves, they float on the water. Grass, dried grass, it floats on the water. Wooden objects, paper, these kind of things float on the water. certain things they sink in the water, right? So if you wanted to make an object which should go down to the water, then it should be heavy. You should select such material to make the object. So there is a big ship, and for the ship an anchor is needed to hold the ship in position. So the anchor should be very heavy. It should immediately drown in the water, right? If they make an anchor with wood, so like this, an anchor, if this is made with wood, it will float. There is no use, right? But you may get one doubt, the ship, it should float on the water, but why it is made with steel, iron? Of course, even though it is made with steel and iron, because it should withstand the pressure of water. So that is the reason it is made with. But even then, it is made in a different shape. It's another property. So by that, because of the shape, it is not sinking. Otherwise, if it breaks, if there is any hole in the ship, it will sink down into the water. Right? So, depending upon the purpose, if you wanted to make something which should be floating on the water, you should select the material which floats on the water, like wood, plastic, these kind of things. You wanted to make some object which should drown in the water, you should choose a material which is having the property of heaviness, drowning or immersed in the water. The next one, transparency. This is also another property. There are so many advantages of this property. Sometimes disadvantages also, right? So you are in a glass chamber, you are fighting with your friend. So sometimes the transparency is an advantage, sometimes the transparency is a problem. See that you are fighting with your brother. So in a transparent chamber, you are in a transparent chamber, glass chamber, you are fighting. So definitely you are seen outside. They will catch you that you are fighting, you are hitting. So because it's seen outside. Sometimes it is advantage. You go to showrooms, bike showroom, car showroom, TV showroom. So there you see that the walls are made out of glasses. So by that you can see all the items. Because the glass is transparent, the property helps you to see. You need not step into the shop. If you are just passing by the shop, you can see the vehicle inside, car inside, bike inside, refrigerator inside through the glass. Even the dresses, you can easily see that, even the toys, you can see them through the glass windows, glass panes, panels. So the glass helps you to see that. Even if you go to a sweet shop, you can choose which sweet you want. The sweets are not outside, they are not exposed out, but they are in the glass racks made up of glass. So through glass you can see, easily identify this is you want. So that is the advantage of transparency, right? So it is another property. If you wanted to make some display of various things, you need to choose a transparent material. Obviously glass. Sometimes some people, they don't want to use glass. They are feared of glass. It may break. So they want some alternative. They can use acrylic. Acrylic is a plastic kind of thing which looks like glass, but it is not glass. It's unbreakable. Right? So in such a way, you can make use of the another property to make your objects or things, that is transparency. Some cases, it's not completely transparent, semi-transparent. Say for example, if you have a paper, apply some oil to the paper. The paper becomes translucent or semi-transparent. You can see through the paper, but you can't see it clearly what is there on the other side. Just you can see it roughly, or you can see some light. With an ordinary paper, you can't see that. If you apply some oil, you can see the light. Semi-transparent. Certain things, they allow the light to pass through them. Right? Some items, they allow the light to completely pass through them, like glass. Some items, they allow the light to pass partially, only half. Even your body. If you take a torch and put the torch and keep your hand like this, you can see your hand in red in color. That means the light is passing through your cells. But it's not completely passing. You cannot get the full light on the other side. Just you can see a red patch. It shows that the light is passing partially. So this is the property. The transparency is the another property of the material by which we can choose the materials the right materials to make the right objects. You see your world, the right materials are used for construction. To construct a house, what kind of materials you need? You need iron and steel. You need bricks. You need cement. You need sand. Sand and cement are mixed in a proper proportion to make some concrete. The concrete is used to plaster the walls, used to attach the bricks, so by that the walls are made strengthier. Right. So to make a strong house, what is needed? Good materials. Good material in the sense, the material that you have taken for the house, it should serve the purpose. It should give the strength. It should give proper shape. It should give durability. It should resist heat. It should resist the cold. It should resist the rain. It should withstand for years. So all the properties, they are tested. So those materials are used. A car is made. A bike is made. How it is made? A car is made by using some steel, some glass, some plastic, some rubber, some metals, aluminium, copper, all these metals are used. And the car is made. So different metals, different materials are used for different purpose by studying their properties. Which purpose that particular material can serve best, that material is used. Right? For the steering wheel of the car, you find a rubber glove because it will give you a good grip. For the brake pedal of the car, there is a rubber beading. It will give you a good grip. Right? And you have a glass in front of you while driving because that glass is transparent so that you can see the outside traffic. At the same time, the glass protects you from the dust and rain. So, just keep all these points. By using these points, observe the various materials. Just notice their properties. Test their properties and their uses just by physical examination as well as by doing simple experiments like solubility and all.